Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai with a sticky tongue problem. Let's check out Arcade Archives Othello running on Nintendo Switch. Let me tell you, I did not want to cover this game, but I know you guys will give me a hard time if I skip any of these Arcade Archive titles. So, you know, let's check it out. 1984. Ooh, wow, that is a very loud game. I think we're gonna change that. Yeah, I mean, I have actually seen this game in real life at an arcade. I think a nickel arcade. Obviously, I wasn't around. Well, I mean, I was around, but I wasn't really old enough to be playing this kind of game in an arcade. I don't even think I had seen a normal arcade in '84. You know, I'd seen arcade machines in like pizza places, you know, family places, but not like this. Yeah, this is definitely from the '80s era of games. You know, kind of early 8-bit. You know, kind of leans into 16-bit towards the end of the '80s era, but which I gotta say, I had somebody complain about me using the term era from the last Arcade Archives, and saying that you know, Time Pilot and I forget the other game weren't in the same era, but eras are a little different in video games, in that the technology kind of gets defined by the like the bit progress. I mean, in some ways, you know, basically like the color progress and the processing process. So, you know, games from the '80s definitely exist in a different time period, right? A different era than games from the '90s, right? And you can see the differences between a game from the '80s and the game from the '90s. You know, they just live on different planes of existence. They have different sounds they feature, different colors they feature. So yeah. There's always going to be somebody that's let's, you know, but actually going to but actually you into existence, you know, in their worldview. But you know, I still maintain that you know, eras are defined by things much less, as far as video games go, much less by time. So yeah, before you but actually me to death, realize that the definition of the word era is not a concrete number. And maybe relax a little bit in your life. That kind of stressed out living will kill you someday. In fact, I think the only time I played Video Othello was on the 2600. many years ago, obviously. And you know, it's a timeless game, but it's also kind of one of these things that like you have to get into it pretty early in your life. You know, I'm a child of the you know, the video game era, you know, the burgeoning video game era, you know, when Pong was introduced to the world. So to me, you know, fun games are not necessarily board games. You know, there's definitely a board game era for folks who are, you know, older than me. You know, so they may have grown up playing Risk or Monopoly or you know, games of that nature. But that wasn't me. You know, I was the video game era. So those are the things that I liked. So if somebody wants to get together and play like a game of Monopoly, I'm just like, yeah, that's not really me. That's not the thing that I enjoyed when I was younger. I don't know what I'm doing. My goodness. Like I said, board games are not my thing. Even nowadays, you know, pen and paper games. I just kind of look at those and go, Like I played Settlers of Catan for a while when I had some regular friends to play it with, and while it's fun, it's not like playing a video game. I don't think there's a whole lot of moves for me winning in this one. I know, even the level 1 is gonna kick my ass, you know. Although I like the fact that this is such a simple premise, but it can be very challenging. And honestly, I mean, Othello doesn't need to be more complicated than this. You know. They've had different versions of Othello that look better and, you know, have full 3D and all that other fun stuff, but really, this is just kind of all you need. Man, success. I haven't heard that developer for a long time. I remember when they were making shmups all the time. Well, level 1 was kicking my ass, so let's try level 2. I'm sure this will, you know, turn out well for me. You know, I do recall seeing English for this when I saw it in the arcade, but yeah, this does not feature any English at all. I mean, besides what you know, the normal amount of English that's in Japanese arcade games. Although, you know, I think I own an Othello set, a real nice one. I think I bought it at an auction at some point in time. Not because I was raring to play Othello, but it was Godzilla themed, and all the pieces were really nice. And I was like, well, you know what? This is not something that you would see every day. So I picked it up and it's sitting in storage. I don't even think I opened it. So who knows, it may not actually be what's inside. Do not get turns anymore? What's going on here? Kept saying I passed, and I was like, I don't remember passing. Am I accidentally hitting the pass button? have a move here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't think I can place a piece. Excuse me. Alright, more people to ban. Goodbye, sir. All right. I can't believe you guys make me cover these games like this too. Yeah, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You see, you have been watching Arcade Archives Othello running on Nintendo Switch, and yeah, I mean, this is obviously from the very early '80s. I don't think most people have probably seen this unless they were playing a lot of MAME and older. Certainly, if you're below 30, this may be well beyond you. I mean, it's well beyond me, and I'm hitting 50 here, so I don't know. It's hard to recommend this game unless you have a specific memory of it, especially since there's so many newer versions of Othello that you could possibly be playing with more advanced AI. Better graphics and what have you. But yeah, I mean, if you have specific memories of this game, then check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.